Every season, it seems like we have at least one player who goes late in the lottery who defies all expectations and makes teams say to themselves, I can't believe we missed out on that guy. In 2015, we had Devin Booker. In 2016, we had Domantas Sabonis. In 2017, we had Donovan Mitchell. You get the point here. In almost every draft, for whatever reason, one high-level player slips through the cracks and out of the top 10, where he is then completely stolen by one lucky team. And when we take a look at the 2020 draft right now, it looks like the player we are going to look back and say, how did nobody see this coming, is none other than Tyrese Haliburton. So what's up, guys? Mike here, and yes, today we are going to be talking about the potential steal of the 2020 NBA draft, Tyrese Haliburton of the Sacramento Kings. But before we jump into talking about Tyrese, I just want to say the goal in 2021 is to get to 2 million subscribers. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, or if you just have been watching and aren't subscribed yet, just click that subscribe button. It is absolutely free, and hit the bell and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Now, I'm sorry I haven't been posting for a little bit, guys, but I am working on a new what if. So if there is ever a time to subscribe, it is right now, because trust me, a what if is going to be dropping soon. With that said, let's get into the topic of today's video, Tyrese Haliburton. Actually, okay, before we fully get into this, let's define the word draft steal, because I know a lot of Immanuel Quickley fans are mad about this title. However, in my opinion, a steal is simply someone who outperforms their draft position in a big way, and right now, Tyrese Haliburton is a player who looks like he could easily end up being a top 3 player in the 2020 draft class. Currently, I and many would say that he is having a better season than Anthony Edwards, the #1 pick in the 2020 draft, and if we look at things like the Vegas odds for the Rookie of the Year, we find that Tyrese is currently second behind the man himself, LaMelo Ball. So I would say the hype for Tyrese being the steal of the 2020 draft is justified at this point, and it is also at this point in the video where I want to talk about Tyrese Haliburton's base stats. Because when we look at his numbers, we find that Tyrese is averaging 12.2 points, 5.2 assists, and 3.5 rebounds per game. These are solid numbers, but of course they're not overwhelming. However, I really want to point out just how impressive Tyrese has been with these numbers in mind. Because right now, I'm going to throw out a number that is somewhat mind-blowing, and honestly, when I looked it up, even I did not think that this number was going to be this low. Because when it comes to usage percentage, which Basketball Reference defines as an estimate of the percentage of team plays used by a player when they were on the floor, roughly you can think of this as how much a player has the ball in his hands, is shooting the ball, and is creating offense for his teammates. Tyrese Haliburton clocks in with just a 16.4% usage percentage, which ranks as 11th on the Kings roster. This is incredibly low for a guard who is producing stats such as the ones Tyrese is putting up, and personally, I'm bringing this stat up this early because of just how indicative it is of Tyrese's value on the court. Now, it is a pretty basic rule that unless a rookie is a generational talent, I'm talking the LeBrons and the Lukas of the world, if you are a rookie, you are not going to end up with an extremely high usage percentage. Guys like Tyrese are joining an already established roster, and they have players such as De'Aaron Fox and Buddy Hield, who, unsurprisingly, when they are on the court, generate a majority of the Kings' offense. This is why Tyrese's stats are actually way more impressive than they would seem, because when he has been on the court, he has been able to take advantage of the limited touches he has gotten in a big way. He has proven to be very efficient for a rookie guard, and is the rare type of player who you can slide into multiple positions on the floor. At the end of the day, Tyrese is just a basketball player. He does not need a position to define him, and with the Kings, he has already proven to be able to thrive in different roles. He has also proven that when his number is called and when his team needs him to step up, he is more than willing to do so. In just his first game ever as an NBA player, Tyrese knocked down 2 huge fourth-quarter threes for the Kings in a 2-point win against the Denver Nuggets. 3 games later, after shooting 50% from 3 in his first 4 games, Tyrese tweeted out, "They said the jumper wouldn't translate," with 2 laughing emojis, and he was more than right. As the season has gone on, Tyrese has proven to be a high-efficiency shooter, as he is currently shooting about 50% from the field, 44% from 3, and 82% from the free throw line, giving him an effective field goal percentage of 62%. That is good for 8th in the entire NBA. nuts. And before we continue, guys, I'm excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Raycon. Now, Raycon is a brand of wireless earbuds that, in my opinion, are the best on the market. The reason I say this is that the price of Raycons is about half the price of other earbuds on the market, and when it comes to sound, they sound just as incredible as the other top brands you might know. And guys, Raycon actually sent me their everyday E25 model. They told me that this is their best model yet, and I've got to say, I definitely agree. Now, personally, with other earbuds, I've always had a problem with them falling out of my ears as I do things like exercise. With these Raycons, I've never had that problem at all. Plus, they are extremely comfortable and they charge to give you 6 hours of playtime. Something that I think is huge because I hate having to constantly charge things. And on top of all of this, Raycon is hooking all of us up because right now, if you go to buyraycon.com/MikeCorzemba, that is 15% off of earbuds that already are about half the price of other top earbuds on the market. And if my opinion is not enough for you guys, well, J.R. Smith feels the same way. He personally has stated that he loves Raycons, he wears them all the time. So again, guys, go to buyraycon.com/MikeCorzemba, get 15% off your order. Again, that link is in the description, and trust me when I say, guys, Raycon earbuds are amazing. You are going to love them. That already is an insane stat and is a huge reason why so many people are high on Tyrese as a current player, but when looking at the future, we have to ask the question here, can Tyrese develop from a high-level role player to that of an all-star or even a potential star-level talent? Well, this season, we have already seen what Tyrese can do when he is given the ball more. He is able to take over some games, such as back-to-back games against the Celtics and the Nuggets, where he finished with 21 and 23 points respectively in back-to-back 5-point wins. This leads me to the next part of this video, because what makes me even more excited about the future of Tyrese Haliburton is that the man has a chip on his shoulder. Tyrese is not a player who was a 5-star recruit, a McDonald's All-American, a Team USA participant, etc. No, Tyrese was just a 3-star recruit coming out of high school, and then as a freshman at Iowa State, he averaged just 6.8 points per game in his first season. And that first season at Iowa State to me is actually a sign of Tyrese's potential as an NBA player, which means we are going to get back to that first season, but for now, let's listen to this quote from Tyrese himself, as after winning Western Conference Rookie of the Month in both December and January, Tyrese said, quote, "Everybody knows now I've been kind of underrated, overlooked my whole life. So it's cool to know that there are some people out there who support me. Yeah, I think that's awesome, but I've worked so hard for this. It's just kind of cool to see everything kind of come together, but I do know that this is a long season, so I'm just trying to build every day, get better every day." As you can see, the chip on the shoulder is there, the desire to be great is there. Tyrese is one of those players who, for whatever reason, has been overlooked throughout his entire career, but has not let that stop him. Instead, he has let that fuel him. It would not surprise me at all if Tyrese had every single player drafted before him memorized, as he is constantly on a mission to prove people wrong, and that is exactly what he has already begun to do this season. In fact, if we listen to Tyrese here, we can see that he goes even further than remembering who got drafted before him, as he has said, quote, "I keep little notes all the time about what people say. I love being able to get a jab in through social media just to mess around. I definitely got some stuff bookmarked on my phone of some pretty terrible quotes, and they'll hear from me shortly." This man is out for revenge, and I absolutely love it. At this point, though, let's answer the question, looking forward in Tyrese Haliburton's career, what can we expect? Well, according to teammate Harrison Barnes, we can expect a whole lot, as Barnes has said, quote, "Ty has that it factor. It's impressive at his age, the poise he plays with, and how he makes his teammates better. He's going to be special in this league for a long time." As for De'Aaron Fox, he is just as high on Tyrese, as he has said, man, his first game in the league, he played an overtime game in Denver, and you know it's tough to play in Denver. He's really showed that he's built for this and really can. He understands the game so well. He runs the pick and roll extremely well. He's a good shooter, like you say. He does everything extremely well for us. Again, high praise from a teammate, and honestly, basically no one has anything bad to say about Tyrese Haliburton at all. The man is currently universally loved. People believe he is going to be an extremely great player in this league, and as we have seen in this video, there is a lot of evidence that points towards that. With all of this said, though, I do want to finish things off with who I believe is a great comparison to Tyrese Haliburton, and that man is Malcolm Brogdon. Because if we remember, Brogdon played a very complimentary role for the Bucks in his rookie season, and now Malcolm Brogdon is averaging over 21 points per game. The thing is, of course, Tyrese is 3 years younger than Brogdon was during his rookie season, which is going to make a whole lot of difference. 3 more potential years of development is a huge deal. And circling back, remember that freshman season at Iowa State where Tyrese averaged just 6.8 points per game? Well, during that year, he still started 34 out of 35 games for an NCAA tournament team, and then the next season, it was his turn to shine. Tyrese would finish his sophomore season as a member of the All-Big 12 after averaging 15.2 points per game, 6.5 assists per game, and 5.9 rebounds per game. And to me, the key thing here was that Tyrese became a more efficient player with more touches during his sophomore season. That means the blueprint is already there. Tyrese Haliburton has already shown he can go from an elite level role player to leading a team as a star. Will he be able to do that at the NBA level? Well, that remains to be seen. What I do know for now is that the Kings for sure got a steal here, and I'm going to be rooting for Tyrese Haliburton for the rest of his career because I love his game and I love his attitude. And so there we have it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Let's get to 2 million subscribers. If you're already subscribed, of course, thank you for watching. You're awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day, guys, and cue that music. If you're still here while the music is cued, here are 2 videos I think you are definitely going to enjoy. Make sure to click on one of them. Again, I know you're gonna love it. And other than that, have a great day and peace.